should ask about Zakova. And I should ask about Zakova.
You never know when, but when you get the call, make the call. Ask your doctor about Zakova.
While police wait on fingerprints that could
Good morning, Eve.
Slayton to their 3 victims, they believe they have uncovered a 4th victim from a cold case in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania.
He is not dismembered, but he actually was mutilated. During the examination, they actually opened up the victim's mouth and found the victim's penis. It was lodged in his throat.
4 murders shared the similar marks. All were disposed in plastic bags. All were disposed in areas open to the public.
All 4 victims were actually stabbed in the torso area. All the victims in this case were drained blood. All 4 victims were mutilated.
According to the identification, the body was that of a man named Peter Anderson.
Good morning, Mandy.
The police found out Peter Anderson was a father of 2 from Philadelphia, and he and his wife had separated in 1990.
His wife discovered that he was bisexual. There were a lot of similarities between the Anderson case and the cases that we were working on. He also frequented the same gay bar, the Townhouse Bar, that Mr. McCahey was last seen.
Police believe that Anderson could be their killer's 1st victim, and that he was just beginning to develop his mark.
There are phases, almost an evolution to a serial killer. I believe the killer had experienced a sexual thrill, no doubt, from the castration of his 1st victim that made him curious about his sadistic capabilities, so that with his next victim, he would take that knife and begin a disarticulation to find out if this gave him the same sexual thrill.
Meanwhile, the fingerprint results come in from Mark Slayton, the St. Vincent's nurse police brought in for questioning.
Mark Slayton's fingerprints don't match the fingerprints that were found during the Marrero investigation.
Nothing matched. We cleared this guy of any involvement.
Investigators are left with no suspect, no motive, 4 dead victims, and the fear there may be more to come.
By the end of 1993, the killer is still at large. The investigation is stalling. It's hitting a brick wall. No new bodies have been found, and maybe the killings have stopped.
In most cases, the killer does not stop, is incapable of stopping, unless, for some practical reason, they either go to prison, move overseas, but even though we have seen some serial killers take off years between killings, they almost always start again.
It's a very frustrating and helpless feeling when a case goes cold that involves multiple murders. It's not a good feeling to know that a killer is still out there, even though he may not be actively killing, and no new bodies are turning up. Every morning when you wake up, you're wondering if this is going to be the day that you hear about that next body being found.
After all leads had been followed up on, the case was shelved as a cold case.
All 4 murder cases remain unsolved. Victims calling out for justice.
After a period of 6 years, some advances have been made in the fingerprint society. There's been new technology developed that we wanted to submit for analysis to see if we could identify the perpetrator. There was a new process that was able to remove older fingerprints off of surfaces such as plastic bags. Being that this is a new technology, which we didn't really have much of the United States, the Toronto police agreed to assist us.
Oh my God.
We actually took that plastic bag that we don't usually do this type of thing, but when you have a case that's this intense and you really have to find out what's happening,
Pain
it's that
pills.
important. They tested for plastic garbage bags from Thomas Mulcahy. The results of this examination of the new system produced 17 fingerprints. We compared the fingerprints that were found in the Marrero case,
Oh, shit.
and we found that we had the same person.
Oh.
We have now linked two of the murders. The prints match two of our cases, but we still didn't know who they belonged to. We sent the prints to all 50 states to see if they match. The study went online in 1999.
Oh, I sit every day.
Automated fingerprint identification system.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
2001 fingerprint examiner.
I turned the comments off because
Announces
I had some trolls.
a match. We now have our killer.
But I don't feel like dealing with him. It's too early.
You're not stuck here, because Osteobiotics Stone Shield is clinically shown to help you move better, starting in 7 days. You can keep moving like this, and this, too. Osteobiotics, keep flexing.
I just spent an hour watching a tutorial on how to use this finance app. I thought it'd make it easier to track expenses and save money. Luckily, I decided to download Rocket Money instead. This app tracks all my spending. It'll even cancel subscriptions for me that I don't even want. Download it today.
Good morning. Thank you for the taps. Thank you. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it.
Vinted, Lucy turns her closet into cash. She easily sells the clothes she doesn't wear anymore. And with no selling or shipping fees, she earns more to spend on her next certain trip.
Ready to catch a wave?
Download Vinted today.
You can get an app to budget, an app to cancel subscriptions, an app to track your bills, an app to negotiate your bills, and an app to automate savings. But why have multiple apps when you can do it all in one with Rocket Money? Download Rocket Money today.
Febreze. Bathroom visits got a reputation. Febreze bathroom has 4 times the strength to fight tough odors continuously, leaving freshness for 45 days. No outfits required, so everyone can breathe easy.
The Pitbull X5 series by Skull Shaver, built for effortless head shaving. No cuts, just a flawless finish in 90 seconds. Used by astronauts in space, the perfect gift for those who matter. Shop Skull Shaver.
Meet Omnilux Comfort, an LED light therapy mask clinically proven to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. Find out how you can improve your skin at OmniluxLED.com.
I just spent an hour watching a tutorial on how to use this finance app. I thought it'd make it easier to track expenses and save money. Luckily, I decided to download Rocket Money instead. This app tracks all my spending. It'll even cancel subscriptions for me that I don't even want. Download it today.
There were at least 5 women working at Hooters who were murdered.
If she hadn't walked out alone, she'd be alive.
Even any of us. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about it. You're vulnerable and exposed.
The tendency for regular quit stopped.
The Hooters Murders Deadly Shift special event Monday, September 7th on Oxygen True Crime. On May 14th, 2001, fingerprint examiner for the state of Maine announces they have a match.
The
fingerprints came back to a person by the name of
Pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Why Capvaxive? Capvaxive is the only vaccine that helps protect against the strains that cause 82% of IPD in adults 50 or older, compared with up to 54% by other pneumococcal conjugate vaccines. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Whether you're giving back to your community, running the show after retirement, or taking a lead at work and home. If you're 50 or older, ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive today. To find Capvaxive near you, visit findcapvaxive.com.
You're going to junk email for a free trial? You need this app, Rocketmoney. It's easy to see all of your subscriptions and cancel the ones you don't want in just a few taps. And you can save even more by using all the app's features. It's that easy cash and subscriptions you don't even use.
You're not stuck here because Osteobiflex Joint Shield is clinically shown to help you move better, starting in 7 days. You can keep moving like this, and this too. Osteobiflex, keep flexing.
$100 for every correct answer. You have to use the sales number first. First question: how many subscriptions do you have?
3, Adobe, DoorDash, and Spotify.
Paying for 15 subscriptions.
The app is telling you all this?
It shows you all your upcoming expenses. If you see a subscription you no longer want, you can cancel it right in the app.
For Jim, life's big moments happen in seconds, like falling in love with Abby in as little as 2 seconds, or proposing to her in 78 seconds. Then Jim had the hardest conversation of his life in 100 seconds when he learned that he had cancer. Because life's big moments add up in seconds, Jim and his doctor chose Opdivo Qvantig for its administration time, an injectable immunotherapy given in as little as 180 seconds. It may be used alone in adults to treat melanoma, a type of skin cancer that is spread or can be removed by surgery and is approved for many other cancers. Opdivo Qvantig can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fading, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome, immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune and nervous system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ stem cell transplant or receive chest radiation, Opdivo Qvantig can help your unborn baby. Because every second counts. Opdivo Qvantig.
In May 2001, we secured a search warrant for the residence of Richard Rogers in his bedroom. We opened up a drawer and we saw some photographs. As soon as we looked at them, everyone was in a state of shock because he was taking pictures from his apartment out the window of these construction workers out there with no shirts on. and he actually wrote like what looked like stab wounds with blood, drops of blood out.
Based on what police have found, the DA charges Rogers with 2 counts of first-degree murder.
We employ him. We think he's doing an honest job. All of a sudden, this comes up, and it does shock us, to say the least.
It's pretty scary when you find out that there's a surgical nurse that's dismembering people and still working in a hospital for all those years.
October 2005, at the Ocean County Justice Complex in Town, the trial of Richard Rogers begins.
Oh my God.
He was looking at multiple life sentences. The task force came to an agreement that the Mulcahy and Marrero cases were the strongest of the cases because of the fingerprint evidence and the similarity in the disposing of the body.
Prosecutors built a case around the killer's distinct mark, Rogers' job as a surgical nurse, and the violent photos found at his home.
When I got up there and they asked, "Do you see this man that sat next to Michael Sakara?" And I pointed him right out. I said, "He's right there." And I just looked at his hair. I'm like, "You sick human being, how could you do this to my friend?"
The defense calls no witnesses. Rogers declines to testify on his own behalf.
He never talked. He never confessed.
After 4 hours of deliberation, the jury reaches a verdict.
We were all nervous. The jury looked very upset. I think I saw at least one juror crying, and I didn't know what to make of that. And it had me very worried that they thought they had to acquit him. And then we heard them say that the verdict was guilty. Guilty of both murders. Guilty on all counts. All the air went out of me. I was very relieved and very satisfied for the families. It was a very, very emotional moment for everyone.
On January 27, 2006, the New Jersey Superior Court judge requires that Richard Rogers serve all sentences consecutively. Rogers, at 55 years old, will have to serve a minimum of 65 years before he is eligible for parole.
With consecutive life sentences, there really is no possibility to ever be released.
He's never getting out. That's all that matters in our job, working homicides, is to make sure people are safe, make sure nobody else gets killed, and make sure we catch the people that kill him. If they didn't get him when they did, we'd still be pulling bodies out of bags. I don't think he was going to stop. I don't think he was going to stop, bro.
You know, I kept Michael in my memory because we shared a lot of books together and music. He would suggest songs for me to sing. You know, I feel blessed that I actually knew him because he was a very nice man.
This is the exact dress I was wearing. I was hit over the head, so I was unconscious.
The first thing I saw was this young girl lying on the floor, covered in blood. What kind of a person can attack a little girl like that?
A sexually sadistic serial killer.
They found photographs of other young people in vulnerable positions.
This killer is a collector. He's collecting earrings.
It's the reminder of the conquest. So every time he looks at them, it's like, yep, that's me. I did that.
If he kept a pair of ball earrings, it begs the question, where did all these other pieces of jewelry come from? was in 1970, 77. You have a nice, beautiful area, beautiful beaches, and the wild and crazy Sunset Strip. It's a place young people want to go to.
It's just past midnight in the Franklin Canyon area of Los Angeles, a wooded area just north of Beverly Hills.
It's a remote area. It's a wealthy neighborhood. You have some well-known actors who lived up in there. Very exclusive. Some hikers. They were on a fire road up over Hollywood in Los Angeles. They found brutally murdered, naked body. The young woman was partially disrobed. They discovered that her head had been crushed. There was a large rock near her body. She had a leg of her blue jeans wrapped around her throat. There was blood, all over her. Whoever had murdered her had red blood all over her back and along her arms. She was posed in a kneeling position with her head down, a hand placed between her legs. And because of the sexual suggestion of how she was posed, we believe that she had been sexually assaulted. They canvassed the area. They contacted the residents, but other than barking dogs around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, no one saw anything unusual. There's not much out there.
Gosh.
nothing.
Nothing. Get a new phone. No taxes, no fees, no money down. Nothing. There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile. Find yours.
How does this man wind up dead in a garage?
Sundays, Snapped is all new at an all-new time.
She thought she was going to die.
Snapped, new episodes at a new time, Sundays at 9. Want even more Snapped? Join Snapped on Mailbox Sundays and Mondays on Oxygen True Crime. In Los Angeles, California, police have 2 cases with the same mark. The killer tortures and strangles his victims and then takes their jewelry. In the summer of 1978, a woman calls police to report that her sister, Charlotte Lamb, has gone missing.
Charlotte Lamb was a legal secretary. She was 32 years old, living in Santa Monica. It was her birthday. Some of the family members tried calling, got no answer. So, of course, they decided to call the police and let's find out what's going on. That's not like her. The police did a check, went to the house, but Charlotte was not in her apartment. The question was, where was she?
And then her car was discovered in Santa Monica in one of the parking structures.
A few days later, a man in an apartment complex 15 miles south takes his clothes to the basement laundry room.
He found the light, flipped it on. There was blood all over the place. He just turned around, ran up the stairs, went to the neighbors, phoned the police. He was so scared.
Her hands are tucked behind her back. She's nude, so presumably sexually assaulted. Around her throat was a leather strap of a shoe that apparently was the ligature that was used to strangle her to death. The woman that's found in the laundry room is identified as Charlotte Lamb.
The police did a full canvassing of the area. The only lead was there was a strange man going around taking pictures of the area during that time.
Detectives questioned several of Charlotte's friends who had spoken to her the night she went missing.
A new club was opening close by, and she invited some of her friends to come along. But most of them had other things they had to do, so she ended up going home.
Witnesses at the club give police a description of what she was wearing.
She went out that night wearing jewelry, but when she was found, she had no jewelry. Particularly, she's missing her earrings.
Now there are 3 victims, all with the same marks.
When you're looking at these murders, you're looking at what's similar. You have a lot of other crazy things going on in Los Angeles, but you could have multiple murderers working at that time. That's not unusual.
This is the 1970s, and there were multiple serial killers on the list. Ted Bundy was active at this time. William Bonnet was active at this time. The Hillside Strangler was dumping his bodies near major highways. So there's a series of serial killers running around in the 70s.
Perhaps the Jill, Georgia, or Charlotte murders are related to the other serial cases. We don't have enough information at that time. We don't know.
Authorities won't say if there are one or multiple murderers, and police still have no suspects.
6 months after Charlotte Lamb's body was found, police arrest 2 men in a series of crimes known as the Hillside Strangler murders.
27-year-old Kenneth Bianchi has been charged in connection to 10 of the Hillside Strangler killings. Bianchi only became the prime suspect after his arrest for 2 similar murders in Washington state.
Men known as Kenneth Bianchi and his cousin, Angelo Bono, are tied to the murders of the victims from the Hillside Strangler.
We had looked at some of these murders as being victims of the Hillside Strangler.
The problem was these suspects, Kenneth Bianchi and Angelo Bono, deny murdering Jill Barkham, Georgia Wickstead, or Charlotte Lamb. Bianchi and Bono are out. The murderer is still out there.
Oh, crap. My leg hurts so bad.
Then, 6 months later, police get a call.
Jill Parento was a 21-year-old computer programmer. Her friend was reportedly missing when she didn't show up to work. Jill Parento was found murdered in her apartment. When she's found nude, apparently sexually assaulted. She's been strangled. Again, she had been repeatedly strangled and allowed to regain consciousness so that he could induce the same fear and physical suffering multiple times. In Jill Parental's bedroom, there was a jewelry box. It's been opened, similar to Georgia Whitstead's bedroom.
Another woman strangled with her jewelry taken. It's the same mark for a 4th time.
This is kind of a hallmark of this killer.
But there are no fingerprints, no witnesses, and no leads.
The police, we had no idea what was going on and was responsible for this.
This killer appears to have been a sexually sadistic serial killer, someone who wanted to dominate, brutalize, and leave his mark on each of his victims in a way that satisfied him sexually.
For a sexual sadist, he doesn't want the victim dead. That's the last thing he wants. He wants the victim alive. He needs to be able to torture them, emotionally, physically, sexually, so that he can be aroused by their response to his torture. They're a more rare breed of killer, a very dangerous breed.
This killer is a collector. He's collecting earrings. He collects them so that he can hold them and relive the experience. He's very prepared. He's planned this out. So this is usually a killer of higher intelligence.
1 week later, police get a call about a missing girl in Huntington Beach.
2 girls, Robin Stanstow and her friend Bridget, go to the beach.
School is out, and we've made a day to go down to the beach and do somersaults and just enjoy ourselves. Coming from our north is a man in what looks like very inexpensive polyester, very pasty skin, hair blowing in the wind with all these scraggly curls, and nothing seemed normal from the second I dialed in on this guy. Nothing. He walked up and he said, "Can I take your picture?" I kind of grabbed Robin's arm and I said, "No." And as I kind of dragged her a little backwards, he reached out and touched her leg. And all of a sudden, my neighbor popped up and she goes, "Bridget, is everything okay?" And all of a sudden, he just ducked with that camera and took off, going south. My neighbor, she goes, "That wasn't normal. That wasn't normal." And I said, "No, he was, scary." She goes, "You girls need to get off the beach." Robin headed out because she had to be up at ballet by 4. There was something that was so unsettling about that man. I said, "Don't walk. Take my bicycle and don't stop." And those were the last words I said to her.
She didn't come home. Her mother frantically called the ballet studio where Robin had been volunteering, and they told her that she never arrived.
Yet another toothpaste that does not quite work. Girl, this one works. Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold things to teeth. Combine your teeth in one day. Crest.
Inside this ring, you break your opponents.
Outside the ring, the general gives you a break on your car insurance.
But in this ring, it's about pain.
Don't worry, Rhea. I'll take it from here. For a great low rate, go with the general.
ProPlan believes exceptional nutrition fuels more than the days in your life. It fuels life.
Ow, 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 ow. Oh. Ow. Oh, shit. Ooh. Shit. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, shit. Fucking leg. Mm. 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 Oh my God, this leg. Mm. 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 Mm.
I'm trying to use this to say, why don't you do something for this? We had one of those, and my dad comes to his own entire places and all really happens. That's Jim. It's like you gotta do everything that we make it already.
So please let the sex stop hurting. Please.
Rodney Alcala pled guilty to the sexual assault of this little girl, and he received a life sentence in California. They could have kept him for life, but back then, under the old sentencing laws, he was eligible for a parole hearing, so he was paroled after 34 months. He served 34 months.
Oh my God, Lord, please let this pain go away.
And near killing of an 8-year-old little boy.
Please, Lord, please let it go away.
Master manipulator of the system. He knew what the psychiatrists were looking for. He knew what the parole boards were looking for. So he could sort of fake all of that. He can be very engaging and charming.
He continued to violate the terms of his parole, and they kept releasing him, even though pretty clearly he was continuing the same type of behavior.
Didn't help taking the meds late either.
So he's under
Taking
no
meds till 5
supervision.
o'clock.
He's accountable to no one. He doesn't have to check in,
Sleeping.
and that means he can do as he pleases.
Now in late 1979, he's a person of interest in the 4 unsolved strangling murders and the prime suspect in Robin Samso's death.
Samso. Remember, so we've got the composite sketch.
The neighbor that saw him on the beach identified Rodney as the photographer that was with the girls. The girl that was with Robin also identifies him.
Police did a search warrant on his car. The windows were all tinted.
There was a camera. Robin Samso's friend described the camera strap that was on the camera. That matched the description of the camera that was in Rodney's vehicle.
On top of that, the carpeting that you'd find in a station wagon, you'd removed all that and put in brand new fresh carpet, as if he was trying to hide something, or as if there was blood on it. He had maps of Southern California. There was binoculars. There was a whole murder kit inside that car.
Police now have enough to arrest Rodney Alcala for the murder of Robin Samso.
He lived at home with his mother. They did a search warrant on his home. But when the police got in there, on a tabletop, there was a receipt for a storage locker from the city of Seattle. Even though they weren't commanded by the search warrant to collect receipts for anything like that, because it was in plain view, the officer looked down and actually wrote down the information. They brought him down to Huntington Beach Police Department. And his sister came and they had this conversation in Spanish where he basically says, "You gotta get up to Seattle and get my stuff out of the storage locker." There's a huge urgency to get up to that storage locker because the fears that family members may actually get in there and get the stuff out of the storage locker before the police can get there.
We have someone that slaughtered several people, and we know it.
Rodney Alcala was representing himself.
How much power gives him to be able to question the mother of one of his victims? Kraft mac and cheese is better than true fries. When we go missing, everyone's a suspect.
Oh, I didn't take my meds till 4 o'clock.
But it was probably
They're kicking my ass. My leg is hurting. I can't sleep.
You've never had Breyers like this before. Yeah, that's a whole Sunday ready to be scooped. Creamy Breyers vanilla, now with truffles, our thickest sauce regions ever, and none of the effort of making it yourself. This is how you Sunday. New Breyers Sunday Swirls.
That's why comfort should come easy. At Cracker Barrel, our hand-breaded, crispy home-style chicken is just beginning. Go classic for $9.99. Make it saucy. Load it up. Crispy home-style chicken, any way you like it. However you build it, comfort comes easy. Welcome home to Cracker Barrel.
I'll give you 1/5 of my cookies for 1/3 of your pizza. Don't lowball me, Harold. 2 times. 3 times. Deal.
Mothering joint fractions. That's the lunchbox effect.
I'm sick on work, then I spend all day jumping through hoops. But watching football shouldn't feel like jumping through hoops. That's why I have Direct TV. It brings all my football into one place, so I can easily find and watch it. No jumping, no flipping, or hopping between apps, or channels. It's all my games, no matter where they are. Football's hard, but football with Direct TV, easy.
Stream football without the hurdles on DirecTV.
Meet Omnilux Contour, an LED light therapy mask clinically proven to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. Find out how you can improve your skin at OmniluxLED.com.
I lost 25 pounds using GLP-1s. The GLP-1s can make your lashes, brows, and hair to appear thinner. The solution, the #1 lash and brow serum in America with a 90-day money-back guarantee.
I won this skydiving package on DealDash.
Lori won $2,000 Tiffany earrings for just $1, and Joseph won an iPad for just $6. There's millions of fast auctions. So try today at DealDash.com for $50 of free credit and your first win guaranteed.
I'm building credit for a car loan, so I started using Zoom. Between a credit builder account and rent and bills reporting, my score got above. It finally feels like I'm moving forward. Build credit. Build your future. Self.
For those who enforce movie theater rules, from the couch. Rent or buy movies and series. No subscription required.
Detectives, they go into high gear to get into Ronnie Alcala's storage locker.
The Huntington Beach Police Department serves a warrant and goes through the storage locker.
They find hundreds and hundreds of photographs. Topless photos, naked photos, photos of young women, boys, in positions of vulnerability, either out in the woods with Mr. Alcala, inside rooms, dozens upon dozens. They're chilling. These are potential victims that essentially were in places that they could have been murdered by Ronnie Alcala. Just like a hunter, he had trophies. This was his trophy case.
Photography means a lot of things to Rodney Alcala. It's an accomplishment because it's a mark of his education. It's a fine art, which is a mark of his superiority. Photographs speak to his narcissism and his sense of grandiosity.
There's a little silk pouch, and inside the pouch, there are a series of bracelets and earrings. He had a particular affinity towards earrings. That was his preferred thing, but he would settle for brooches, bracelets, necklaces. We had a whole jewelry bag filled with various items of evidence from these different women that he murdered.
Generally, killers collect souvenirs from bodies because they want to hold those things and relive the crime. It's their way of keeping it alive.
He wants a particular type of trophy, a very small trophy, something that's very personal. For this killer, it's the earrings and photographs. Rodney Alcala, he really thinks he's invincible. He thinks he's smarter than the police. He just thinks no one's going to find him. So it's okay to hang on to these items, these earrings from his victims.
He's trying to hide everything from them and drove all the way to Seattle to hide it. Rodney was taking trophies. And here they are.
When the police begin examining these individual pieces of jewelry, they find two little ball-shaped earrings with a unique feature. It's almost as if something had been clipped off the bottom. And when they showed these to Robin's mother, she identified those immediately as belonging to Robin.
See if that'll help him. Glasses. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, love. Good morning, Wendy. I didn't take my medicine till 4 o'clock, so that threw me off. That's why I'm still so sleepy. And my leg's been giving me a fit. I just got up and got an ice pack and put on. I'm hoping the ice pack will help it. just can't. I did some leg exercises, hoping that would help, but I don't know if it made it worse or what. Yeah, I do. I do. I do. Yeah, usually I take my meds before I lay down, but I laid down last night without taking them. So when I woke up to take them, it was like 4 o'clock. I mean, it's okay as long as I take them, but I took them late, and that's why I'm sleepy, you know? Because if I had taken them at 10, 11 o'clock last night like I was supposed to, I could have probably slept better. But right now I got a big ice pack on my knee, hoping it'll calm it down. Because I brought my ice packs with me. Let's see. I always carry 2 of them with me, and then when I have the little refrigerators like this, I put them in the freezer. You know, because sometimes I need them for my stomach, my legs. So I just got an ice pack and put it on, hoping it'll help it tame it down a little bit. Where's everybody at? It's still a little sore, but it's better. This morning I woke up and it was bothering me, but I took a ibuprofen 800. So my back is a little better. I mean, it's sore, but it's not painful like it was this morning because I took an ibuprofen 800. But my knee is what's giving me a fit. Congrats. Hey, Eve. Yeah, I don't even know how much the weight blankets are at Walmart. I know I got to do my car. I got to go to storage, take out that chair, and I got to clean everything out of the car at storage, take out the chair, take everything out of the back, lay the back seat down, and try to make a bed back there. I'm going to have to get another piece of foam rubber. I'm gonna try to make a bed in the back so I can at least lay down once or twice a week in the back of the car. Yeah, I do. Even if I just go in the back and sit there and prop my legs up. You know what I'm saying? Even like during the day, because I can open the two back windows and the two windows on the side, so the air breathe go through. Because I got screens on the windows, you know. So I'm gonna empty the car at storage and just take my time and redo it. Take out that big round hamper, put one of my square ones in there. Because that round laundry basket takes up a lot of room. So if I put the square one in there, I think it'll be better. I need to get this gift gallery filled so I can have some money. Because I want to, you know how I have that piece of styrofoam up, Wendy? It's only this long. So I need to get the big piece so it'll block the whole thing once I take that chair out. But what's her name said that she would cut it because she works at the store where I bought it. She said she would cut it for me if I measured it. So I gotta find my tape measure and measure. This ice pack is numbing my knees, so that's good. Thank you. Thank you.
in Las Vegas. The mom remains in a critical stable condition.
The victim, Robin Bereza, survived 5 stab wounds and phoned police to report the unprovoked attack himself.
It's wholly unusual for an attack on a complete stranger randomly in the middle of the day is unprecedented, particularly for a place like Hereford.
What's remarkable about our victim now in Hereford is that he's giving descriptions of who stabbed him, and as the reports start to come in, detectives, officers are getting very excited that this has got to be Stretch. Well, it turns out it's not Stretch. He is very specific about a female with a tattoo of a star on her face.
Investigators make the connection. Robin Bereza's attacker is Stretch's female associate, Joanne Dennehy.
It was a big surprise when we learned it was Dennehy. It really did change the entire story for us.
So who was this slight 5-foot woman viciously attacking a passerby in broad daylight? And why was she doing this? At the time of the attack, police weren't the only ones.
What's up? Did you look up the weight blanket?
150 miles north, her estranged daughter Cheyenne was also wondering what had become of her mother. Cheyenne and her sister hadn't seen Joanne for 4 years after moving away with their dad.
My memories from around when I was 12 were like a normal upbringing. I had a friend, go to school every day, and just normal. But I wanted to know what she'd been doing for years and why she hadn't reached out. As a kid, it's like, why is she not here? Why am I not good enough kind of thing? I'd hope that she would knock on that door, but I knew it was killing myself.
At this juncture, Cheyenne has not seen her mother for 4 years. She has no idea what's going on in her mother's life, and obviously, she has a lot of questions.
As Cheyenne wondered what had happened to her mother, 150 miles south, police were trying to arrest Joanne Dennehy for a violent knife attack.
In the middle of the chaos to take care of this first victim, we get a report.
I'll be right back, guys.
That there's a second victim